Level 1. The hangaround. You grew up watching them. Not in movies, in real life. The guys on the corner with the gold chains and the Cadillac and the way everyone stepped aside when they walked into a room. You didn't want to be a criminal. You wanted that feeling. The feeling that you matter. So you showed up, you hung around, and you quickly discovered the first brutal truth of this world. You are free labor. You fetch coffee. You wash cars. You run sandwiches to the back room of a social club where men play cards and never acknowledge your existence. You are a gopher. Go for this, go for that. And here's what makes this psychologically devastating and secretly brilliant at the same time. You are being tested. Every second, not in a way anyone tells you about. Not with a rubric or a performance review. They are watching how you behave when you think nobody is watching. Do you talk too much? Gone. Do you ask questions you shouldn't? Gone. Do you complain about the coffee run? Gone. The hidden rule of level 1. Discipline is currency. And right now, you have none. You are absorbing all of the risk for zero of the reward. If the cops raid the social club tonight, who gets thrown in the patrol car? You. The bosses walk out the back, smiling. Welcome to level 2, the associate. You passed. Nobody told you that either. One day, someone just nodded at you differently. And suddenly, you're an associate, not a member. Never say member. You work with the family. There's a difference that will get you killed if you confuse it. Your life is now a hustle. Hijacked trucks coming out of the airport. Sports betting books. Numbers games. Stolen goods moving through a warehouse that officially sells restaurant equipment. You are generating real money for the first time. And here is the catch. You don't keep it. Every week, you take a fat envelope, your money, earned by your risk, and you hand it to your sponsor, the soldier who vouched for you. This is called kicking up. Think about this mathematically. You steal $10,000. You hand over $3,000. You took 100% of the legal risk. You keep 70% of the money. If you hold out, if you keep that $3,000, you are not stealing from your sponsor. You are stealing from the family, and that gets you disappeared. Not fired, not sued, disappeared. Level 2 teaches you the foundational economics of organized crime. The further you are from the top, the more risk you carry and the less you earn. This is not a flaw in the system. This is the system. Level 3, the senior associate. Years passed. You kept your mouth shut through a federal investigation where they offered you a deal that would have changed your life. You didn't take it. You did 3 years in state prison for a crime you technically committed on behalf of men who never once visited you. And when you got out, they remembered you are now on record with a captain. This means you belong to him. You are his earner, his property, in the best possible sense. No other crew can shake you down. No other family can touch you without touching him. For the first time, you have protection, but the vetting is about to get personal. They are digging into your bloodline, your father's ancestry, your family's history. They are looking for rats. One rat in your family tree, a grandfather who cooperated with the feds in 1967, and your future is over before it starts. One public embarrassment, a bar fight, a DUI, anything that puts your name in the paper, and you are done. Level 3 is the most exhausting level because the test has no end and no one tells you when it's over. You just wait. You earn, you behave. Level 4, getting made the ceremony. One day, someone tells you to dress up. They don't tell you where you're going. You walk into a room. There's a table. There are men. There is a pistol laid flat. There is a playing card, a saint. There is a candle. Someone pricks your trigger finger with a needle. Your blood drops onto the saint. The card is lit on fire. And while it burns in your hands, you swear an oath that supersedes every other loyalty in your life. Your country, your family, your God. All second now. Congratulations. You are a made man. Here is what that means. Mechanically, a civilian cannot touch you. An associate cannot touch you. Even a boss from a rival family cannot order your death without permission from the commission, the governing body of organized crime. You are inside the circle of trust. You have a crew of associates now. They kick up to you. You kick up to your captain. Your job is to supervise, manage, collect. You don't break the windows yourself anymore. You call someone. Level 5. The soldier, earner, and enforcer. Being a soldier has two flavors. Some guys are good at earning. They run rackets. They manage the construction shakedowns. They make sure the union votes go the right way. Some guys are good at violence. If you're the first type, you are valuable, replaceable, and relatively safe as long as the money keeps coming. If you're the second type, the enforcer, you are something else entirely. You are the terror mechanism that keeps the money flowing. When someone doesn't pay, they don't send a strongly worded letter. They send you, things that cannot be unknotted. Which chemical plant has an acid vat? Which construction foundation gets poured on Tuesday morning? Which body of water nobody checks? And here is the loneliness of the enforcer. Everyone needs you. Nobody wants to be near you. You are the reminder of what this world actually is. And nobody likes that reminder at dinner. Level 6, the acting capo. Your captain has a problem. Maybe he's under indictment. Maybe he's under surveillance so intense that he can't leave his house without a camera in his face. Maybe he had a heart attack at 58 from 3 decades of stress. He points at you. You are now the acting capo, substitute teacher, with life and death authority. Here is why this level is a razor's edge. You have to keep the envelopes full for the captain while he's away. If you do a bad job, the money dries up, the crew gets sloppy, the captain gets angry. If you do too good a job, the crew starts looking at you differently. The captains from other families respect you more than they respect him. The captain gets jealous. You have to be the boss while looking like you desperately don't want to be the boss. This is one of the most psychologically demanding performances a human being can maintain. Level 7. The captain. The acting title is gone. You are the skipper. You run a crew. 10 soldiers, maybe. Hundreds of associates underneath them. A territory, a section of the city, a specific industry that is yours to control and exploit. You are now a middle manager. And I mean that with the full devastating weight of those words. You never touch drugs. You never touch guns. You never touch cash that came directly from a crime. You manage people. Your job is to buffer the boss, to be the layer between him and anything that could send him to prison. You are also a judge. When 2 soldiers have a beef about who controls which Shylock route, they come to you. Your word is law. But you have a quota. Every week, a package goes to the boss. Every single week, regardless of what happened that week, federal raids, economic downturns, a key earner getting pinched, that package has to be full. If the envelope gets light, you get replaced. In this business, replaced means executed. Level 8, the messenger. This level is a niche role that most people don't know exists. You are the diplomat. The 5 families need to communicate constantly, but the bosses cannot meet. Every handshake, every lunch, every phone call is potentially on tape. So they send you. You carry messages that cannot be written down, cannot be texted, cannot be spoken on any device. You carry them in your head. You walk into a room with men who could have you killed with a phone call, deliver a message you memorized, and walk out without showing a single sign of fear. You prevent wars. When a soldier from one family accidentally sleeps with the wife of a soldier from another family, and this situation has a clock on it, because pride escalates fast, you are the one who walks into both rooms and finds a solution that lets everyone save face. You need charisma, calm, a perfect memory, and absolute discretion. You know the secrets of 5 criminal organizations. That makes you the most valuable person in the room. It also makes you the most dangerous person to keep alive. Nove, the consigliere. You are the third man. The boss, the underboss, and you. You have no crew, no territory, no rackets. You have the boss's ear. And you are the only person in the entire organization, the only one allowed to tell the boss he is wrong. When the boss wants to have a captain killed in a moment of rage, you are the one who says, "Wait, think about the heat, think about the trial, think about what the commission will say." You think like a lawyer. You might be a lawyer. You know RICO inside out. You know how the feds build conspiracy cases. You know which financial structures are invisible and which ones are traps. You are the mediator when captains go to war over territory and the underboss can't fix it. You are trusted completely, which is why you are almost never a threat to the boss. You are a tool of the throne, not a claimant to it. This is what makes you safe. This is what makes you powerful. Level T, the underboss. You are the VP. The boss sets the vision. You make it happen. Every captain reports to you. Every envelope from every crew in the family passes through your hands before it reaches the boss. You are operations. You settle the disputes that are too big for captains but too small for the boss. You are the insulation layer. If the feds build a RICO case against the family, they usually hit you first. You go to prison, so the boss doesn't. And here is the contradiction that makes this position unbearable. You are the heir apparent. Everyone knows it. Everyone sees it, which makes you the number one target for every ambitious captain who thinks he could do it better. You have to be strong enough to run the family, but submissive enough not to frighten the man you work for. This tightrope has no safety net. Level 11. The boss. You made it. Capo di tutti capi. Boss of all bosses. You survived the street wars, the federal investigations, the betrayals, the prison sentences, the moments where it could have gone the other way. You are the father. Here is how you operate. You never touch a gun. You never touch cash from a racket. You never meet with anyone who could connect you to a crime. You whisper an order to your underboss. 72 hours later, a problem that had a name and an address no longer exists. You sit with the commission, the board of directors of organized crime. You and the bosses of the other families decide who can be made, who gets a territory, who dies. You have total power and zero peace. Your best friend wants your job. The FBI has an entire squad, 12 agents, 3 analysts dedicated solely to destroying you. Your phone is tapped. Your accountant is cooperating. Your nephew talked to a federal agent at a bar 3 weeks ago and doesn't know you know. There is no retirement. There is no, "I've had enough. I'd like to move to Florida and paint." You stay on the throne until you die in a hospital bed, a prison cell, or on the pavement outside a steakhouse. Outro. Here is what the Mafia actually is when you remove the mythology. It is a system that takes the thing you want most, respect, belonging, power, security, and sells it to you on a payment plan with no end. Every level gives you more of what you wanted at level 1 and takes away more of what made you human. The hangaround fetches coffee and dreams of being untouchable. The boss is untouchable and dreams of fetching coffee in peace. That's the system. 12 levels.